Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life. Many of us are still in disbelief. I started to question my own health because if it happened to him, surely it could happen to me. Then came the fear, the anxiety, and everything else in between. Facing your own mortality is very sobering. But for me, I decided right then to have a colonoscopy, and I'm glad I did.
Colon cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss. These may all be indications of a severe problem that requires immediate attention. If you're over the age of 45 or have any of those symptoms, talk to your doctor about the benefits of colon cancer screening today.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Shane, it's a long holiday weekend. Inquiring minds would love to know where the party at.
Well, I've got a wedding party tonight to attend, and tomorrow I watch my longtime friend Kimberly tie the knot with my boy Carlton.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm going to be home in bed resting. But that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, workers take to the streets celebrating their struggles and achievements as the country marks a Labor Day. Tune in to hear who made a guest appearance. Also, not to be forgotten, the Prime Minister remembers the 4 killed during 2018's Labor Day tragedy. And it's an investment in education that goes well beyond dollars and cents. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and happy Labor Day. The focus today on the significant contributions workers have made to national development. Hundreds of them assembling early this morning to march in the annual Labor Day parade that was notably smaller than usual, but by all accounts, a success. With the details of what union representatives had to say, we start our Labor Day coverage with Felicity Darville.
Chairman of the Labor Day celebrations, Ernesto Williams, said, despite the Trade Union Congress boycott, the parade was a success.
Absolutely wonderful. I love that both the National Congress of Trade Unions in the Bahamas and Belinda Wilson's union, the BNATUC, they're here. They're marching. And that speaks to the solidarity and the spirit of Labor Day. This is in the movement of workers.
And some TUC affiliates still showed up.
I am really boycotting this parade. I'm only here as friends of Rodney Munker.
The state of labor is still strong. There's always going to be issues. There's always going to be differences. But you can see the jubilation on those workers today. I'm not going to deny them that.
Here's what other unions had to say.
Well, we're excited this morning that the members are here in goodly numbers to celebrate themselves. And we're honoring them today.
I stand with the children, the grandchildren, and a great-grand of Sir Randall Fox. This day will be marked in history as one of the greatest days that we've served in this Bahamas on Labor Day.
We want to come out here and celebrate with our members the successes that we've had, and to also encourage those who are still in the struggle to persevere.
I think union is still strong, it's still vital, it's still making its mark in the workplace.
Yet the minister contends this is not about politics.
The unions called, the workers called to say, we are coming out because this is not about any personalities. This is about us, and we're going to celebrate ourselves today. I am energized. The support is big, and this isn't a support of any administration, any party. This is support of the workers of our country, and the people have shown up in numbers. I'm so excited.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Now, both major political parties also taking to the streets, standing shoulder to shoulder with the many workers participating in the annual Labor Day parade this morning. And this even as the Progressive Liberal Party and the Free National Movement faced off about politicizing the national holiday. Corvell Pfeiffer has that angle.
Many braved the heat this Labor Day, and there were, based on paraphernalia and numbers, many there to ride the wave. And that was just fine with the Prime Minister.
We are here supporting unions, supporting the workers of the country, and we'll continue to do so.
PLPs were as far as the eyes could see, adorning party shirts, colors, and proudly showing their party spirit. Despite criticism over the party's decision to stage somewhat of a campaign launch, Prime Minister Philip Davis seemed more than at ease with the choice.
This is Labor Day. It's just that the PLP and Labour are joined by the hips. For the last 60 years, the PLP has been showing their support for Labour by demonstrating and walking with them on this Labor Day.
F&M's there in smaller numbers, and party leader Michael Pintard calling foul against the governing party and its large showing, dismissing it all as political theater.
We are simply complying with what the Fox family has asked, what union leaders have asked. We are invitees by the labor movement, and so we're going to comply with the rules. We're not going to bully them as others are trying to bully them. We are going to come out and show support for laborers. The Bahamian people will have a time to make their decision on who they wish to lead the country going forward.
Leader, what's the holdup on the candidates from your party, though?
We are here talking about Labor Day focus.
Meanwhile, this Labor Day holiday weekend coincides with the Prime Minister's birthday.
My birthday wish is to ensure that every Bahamian in this country find a way to seize the opportunities that we are creating for them. Because we are here for them. My birthday wish is that they see those opportunities and grasp them.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pfeiffer.
Well, while on the parade route, Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis stopped at the memorial for the 4 women killed in a freak accident on Labor Day back in 2018. Wreaths displayed in their memory. Mr. Davis paused at the plaque on the wall of Zion Baptist Church made in their honour.
Who lost their lives on this fateful Labor Day in 2018. May their soul rest in peace, and let the memories of their life as workers always guide us in our own workplace as we continue to remember them.
We can also tell you that hitting the pavement for her very first Labor Day parade was a gleeful Gabriel Fox, a granddaughter of Father of Labor, Sir Randall Fox. Gabriel flew in from Canada with her husband Gonza Arania. Alongside them, Sir Randall's son David, who all felt it important to support family and Bahamians.
I'm so happy to be here with my family. Now I'm part of this. I want to leave it with you. Well, my son is here and happy to be here.
I'm very happy to be here to support the legacy. And this is the day of the people. This is a day for all of us to celebrate our laborers. Let's celebrate together, being one people together.
The Labor Day March culminating with an early birthday celebration for the Prime Minister at Clifford Park. It was there that the PLP leader again reminded supporters to suit up and get battle ready. LaDon Davis has the story.
On the heels of his 74th birthday, Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis strongly encouraged PLP supporters here on Clifford Park to get ready for the upcoming general election in 2026.
But I just want each and every one of you to not just say you're ready now, but I need you to get ready. Getting ready means that you talk to your children, you talk to your fellow worker, you talk to your cousins, you talk to your neighbors, and let them know the time is not far, that they need to get themselves ready to be ready for election. And very soon you'll be hearing announcements about going and getting yourselves sorted out, getting your registration verified to ensure that you're in the right place where you ought to be. Very soon you'll be hearing about that. And very soon you'll be hearing some more things that leads up to the election.
But the call to be battle ready hasn't gone unheard. In fact, the Prime Minister's birthday celebrations quickly turned into a mini Progressive Liberal Party rally, as hundreds of supporters not only walked their Ride the Wave at Brave t-shirts, hats, and other paraphernalia, but also set up booths to represent their constituencies. It's at this time that the Prime Minister reassures supporters and all Bahamians that he will continue to ensure that their jobs give them the satisfaction they deserve.
And we are going to make sure that as we move forward, that workers be able to make a living that ensure that they could live. So it's not just making a living, but you're making a living to ensure that you could live. And we're moving towards that.
A yellow birthday cake was rolled out on stage for the Prime Minister to cut a slice or two, all while supporters sang a sweet happy birthday melody, which ended with a little dance from the birthday boy. And in case you didn't know, the Prime Minister was born on June 7, 1951 in Cat Island. But to show his support behind workers' rights in the country, his supporters decided to celebrate it on this Labor Day. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDawn Davis.
Well, meantime, on a day filled with drums, banners, and marching workers, the scene at the House of Labor markedly different. Quiet, solemn, and reflective. The Trade Union Congress, representing nearly 18 unions, opted out of participating in this year's Randall Fox Labor Day Parade, instead choosing to hold its own ceremony at its Wolf Road headquarters. TUC leader Obie Ferguson contends that the national celebration has drifted from its original purpose, as it has become a stage for political posturing rather than a tribute to the working class. Coming up, ZNS budget expectations. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
This year, King Door National Parkinson Foundation is taking you back to the old school. With entertainment by TMF, the band formerly known as Maze.
Y'all better come on now.
Also appearing will be local artist Plotty and the Naked Eye.
And the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Pop Band.
Save the date, Saturday, June 28th, 2025, Atlantis Paradise Island.
To purchase your tickets, call telephone 428-2588 or visit Carey's Fabric and Uniform Store, Mackey Street.
By giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return, I thought was a wonderful way of showing this love, and I believe that it is love that truly draws people, and so I thought we could cover a lot more people by feeding. Volunteers, you know, they have truly been sold.
My passion is to help, and I thank God for what I can do through the help of Bahamas Feeding Network.
The thought of colon cancer never really crossed my mind until 2019, when a very good friend of mine was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life. Many of us are still in disbelief. I started to question my own health because if it happened to him, surely it could happen to me. Then came the fear, the anxiety, and everything else in between. Facing your own mortality is very sobering. But for me, I decided right then to have a colonoscopy, and I'm glad I did.
Colon cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss. These may all be indications of a severe problem that requires immediate attention. If you're over the age of 45 or have any of those symptoms, talk to your doctor about the benefits of colon cancer screening today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Well, you're looking at a shot there of the 18-hole Royal Blue Golf Course at Bahamas, Cable Beach. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Neville Smith. Welcome back. Male teachers needed. And now, Education Minister, the Honourable Glenys Hannah Martin, throwing out that line during her contribution to the 2025-2026 budget as the government looks to shore up the education system with more men, more skilled tradespeople, and more specialists.
We are being deliberate, targeting more young men to enter the profession. And I put out the clarion call again to our young men: come in the classroom, help shape lives, help build character, help take the next generation forward. You get all the summers off too.
Responding to a teacher shortage crisis has also pushed education officials to redouble recruitment efforts in grades 10 through 12.
When we meet these students, they are smart, driven, and searching for purpose. We are offering them more than encouragement. We are offering them a vision where teaching is no longer treated as a fallback, a vision where it is seen as a future, a respected, empowered, and well-supported career path, a way to lead, to lift others, and to shape the country from the inside out. We believe that the quality of our teachers will determine the quality of our future.
Also from Parliament, the Broadcasting Corporation's allocation will remain the same this upcoming fiscal year. Social Services, Information and Broadcasting Minister, the Honourable Miles Larota, shared as much in the House of Assembly Thursday during his contribution to the budget debate. However, Minister Larota says thanks to the administration's investments in the BCB, the state broadcaster has returned to its place of dominance.
Madam Speaker, the corporation's allocation in the 2024-25 budget was $10,279,999. This remains the same for 2025-2026. Madam Speaker, ZNS has reclaimed its position as a leader in news and information and has continued to revolutionize the sector by pioneering new missions and pursuing a new mandate.
The minister also shared plans about securing new facilities for ZNS's northern service, which should be completed by the end of the year.
There have been between West Grand Bahama and Bimini and the minister from Pine Ridge. She have raised concerns about the well-being of staff members who have complained about various issues. The ZNS had to relocate for a certain time so some remediation efforts could be done. And so the government has made a decision. The board has already approved the sale. And so ZNS will be moving into a renovated structure that will be a part of the Renaissance in Grand Bahama per se.
In other news this evening, a huge setback for a Western New Providence business following an early morning fire. Prime One Seafood and Steakhouse confirming in a release that this morning blaze caused significant damage to its One West Plaza building. Luckily, though, there were no injuries. Prime One officials giving credit to the fire department responding swiftly and containing the fire before it could spread to adjacent units. As for what's next, the restaurant's expected to be closed until further notice. The cause of the blaze has not yet been revealed. Over in Eleuthera, an early morning swim ends in tragedy. From all reports, the victim, a 32-year-old man, was swimming and diving in a pool off Bay Street, Harbor Island just after 4 this morning when he became unresponsive. Once removed from the water, CPR was administered, but to no avail. Police are awaiting the results of an autopsy report to determine the man's exact cause of death.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this brings great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community, also help with the education of our kids in this community, and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Striping, the Bahamian company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Take me out to the ballpark. Yes, this weekend for the baseball action at its best. The ZNet Television Network brings you live coverage of the 2025 National Baseball Championships at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium, June 7th and 8th. And coverage begins this Saturday at 5 p.m. It's the 2025 National Baseball Championships, and it's only on the ZNet Television Network.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
To your Feel Good Friday Labor Day edition Sports Check, everyone. I'm Eugene Stewart. Well, the Andre Rogers Senior National Baseball Championships fully underway at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex and the National Stadium. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Talented baseball players from the capital, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Eleuthera gather for an intense 3 days of competition at this year's Andre Rogers National Baseball Championships in honor of Fred Papa Smith. In Game 1 at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex, Grand Bahama trailed Freedom Farm down 4-0 at the bottom of the first. Making their way back with a rally, the Grand Bahama team closed the gap in this one to make it 4 apiece, and to take an extra run to make it 5-4. Regrouping now, Freedom Farm turned things around by making a pitching change, and by a strong showing of their offense in the bottom of the fifth, the Farmers never looked back as they would take their first game victory 14-5. Head coach Ray Stubbs on the competition up ahead.
Freeport normally bring a good group of guys to the Nationals. You know, they coach well, good ball players in Freeport. But we just able to hold them off today and be grateful. A slow start, but the guys get it together. The pitching was good. Guys hit the ball, make plays, and we're looking for a good tournament.
Opening ceremony for this year's Nationals is scheduled for 7 p.m. at the National Baseball Stadium. Tune into ZNS TV 13 for live baseball coverage all weekend long. In beach soccer news, the Bahamas women's national beach soccer team is set to compete at this year's North American Sand Soccer Championships, marking the team's return to international competition following a year of training and development. The 12-member team, coached by Daria Adderley, will kick things off this weekend in Virginia Beach. And that's been your Feel Good Friday Labor Day edition Sports Check, everyone. I'm Eugene Stewart. Stay tuned. We've got weather when we return. Summer in the Bahamas. The weather is hot, but not as hot as the ZNS summer packages. Get ads on ZNS TV or ZNS Radio Network or the TV community page, or a combination of all three. ZNS has got you covered with great prices, whatever package you choose. Book before June 7th and get the local Federation Championship Baseball bonus full of all kinds of extras free of charge. Contact your account executive or call ZNS Sales at 502-3800 today. Hot summer package rates valid until July 31st.
Take me out to the ballpark. Yes, this weekend for the baseball action at its best. The ZNS Television Network brings you live coverage of the 2025 National Baseball Championships at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium, June 7th and 8th. And coverage begins this Saturday at 5 p.m. It's the 2025 National Baseball Championships, and it's only on the ZNS Television Network.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs. Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the Sunshine Room.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, it's time now for a check on weather, and for that we turn to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, I'm Makishla. Outside of our studios, we have partly cloudy skies, temperature at 83 degrees, the relative humidity at 68%, the winds out of the east-northeast at 6 miles per hour, barometric pressure at 1,020.1 millibars, that's 30.12 inches, and the pressure is steady. Now, we have boating forecast tonight. Well, it's brought to you by Live Business, where we simply bulk up your business. In the northwestern islands tonight, winds are going to be out of the south at 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Low tide will take place at 8 minutes past midnight. You can expect your high tide at 5:43 tomorrow morning. Now for the central and southeastern islands tonight, winds southeast at 10 to 15 knots and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Now taking you into Saturday and Sunday, those winds are going to fall off light and variable, very flat seas. They're going to be less than 3 feet over the ocean. High tide at 11:53 in the morning with a low tide at 6:20 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands, Saturday and Sunday, that persistent southeasterly flow will continue at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Your temperatures around the islands, Marshall, Abaco, Greentown, Key, and Freeport, Grand Bahama, all at 85, 84 in the Berry Islands, Allenstown, Bimini at 83, 82 in Harbor Island, Rock Sound, Eleuthera 85, Allenstown, Cat Island 83 degrees, Black Point, Exuma 86, 86 also in Camps Bay, South Andros, 84 in Georgetown, Exuma, Rum Key and San Salvador reporting 83 degrees, and we get some more 86 into Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana at 85, Acklands 86, 85 in Matthew-Town, Inagua, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 87 degrees. And your international temperatures, they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That'll do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. Taking you now to our forecast. Satellite pictures showing us some clouds still floating across the northwest Bahamas, and that provides some cover for the matches today, and hence they did not get that direct incoming ultraviolet radiation, which was certainly good for the marchers. And then our forecast tonight, we're looking at clear to partly cloudy, still on the warm side though. Low temperature at 77 degrees, so you might have to crank those air conditioners up to keep yourself comfortable. And then tomorrow, partly sunny, quite nice, so with a high temperature reaching 89 degrees, and the extended weather forecast pretty much okay on Saturday, but come Sunday, we could get a couple of showers working their way into our forecast, and the same as though the early part of next week, we'll have 1 or 2 passing showers in the forecast, particularly during the early afternoon hours. Now, temperature-wise, you're going to remain in the upper 80s right into Tuesday of next week, and then we start clocking some 90s by the middle of the week. And the nighttime temperatures very uncomfortable, though. They're going to stay in the upper 70s. McKishler.
Well, thanks, Basil, and that does it for the National Report. Happy Labor Day, everyone.
At the Office of the Prime Minister, I'm Devontae Hanno. This is at an S.